What has the Student Investment Fund done for me?
It prepared me for a real-life experience.
It provided me with the relevant knowledge and information that I need.
The program's been in existence for coming up on 6 years now, and it's continuously improved.
To actually live a real live version of what it would be like to invest assets for a pension fund.
Having a university program that combines managing actual money in combination with having the level 1 of the Chartered Financial Analyst program.
The funds are given to us by a pension plan, and we invest that money according to their standards and their guidelines.
It was real.
It's nothing fake, it's not play money, it's actual real money.
I've learned so much from the program.
I think I have a lot to owe the Student Investment Fund and UNB for helping me to get where I am right now.
I've been fortunate enough to land a job with the Provincial Pension Fund here in New Brunswick.
I've been a trader at New Brunswick Investment Management for just over 3 years now.
Well, I now work at MBIMC.
And you know, I think in terms of some of the other programs, you really can't beat living in this beautiful city of Fredericton and going to the University of New Brunswick. It's a gorgeous campus, one of the oldest in Canada. And I don't think you can combine the level of investment management experience in the location at any other place in the country.
Qualitative and quantitative analysis that we do
as well as the world global.
Long ATI, short select.
Interpreting investor speak and making a profit.
How are we doing?
2 grade 12 accounting classes at Fredericton High School. And the instigator of the investment project, Glenn Cleland.
The students get a fictitious $100,000 this coming February 23rd, and for 2 months they get actually to invest in any stocks, mutual funds, options, or even cash that they want. So ideally what you want to invest in is hopefully a good stock like a Disney, something that's actually fairly successful, versus a poor stock. Has anyone actually ever heard of Breax?
Glenn Cleland is at Fredericton High School to sponsor teams in the High School Investment Challenge. He runs a student investment fund at the University of New Brunswick.
So where do you folks come in? Well, we need the next generation. We need the next farm team.
For the next 2 months, students here will attempt to outfox, outbet, and out-research other high schools across Canada. The students will be managing their portfolios online, but it's on paper where they have to go first.
So on the TSX Venture, the big thing you have to learn here is, so what exchange are you on?
The class is divided up into investment groups. Most students need help to get started. Then there's Seth Richardson.
This sample, say, for instance, say if you bought it at 6 cents now, its 52-week high is 69 cents.
Yep.
So if you sold it for even half of its 52-week high, 30 cents, you're still making 5 times.
So you always look at the 52-week high.
Yeah.
So that means if it goes beyond that high.
Yeah.
So what happens if it goes beyond the high? It doesn't interest you then?
Yeah.
Glenn Cleland is looking for keeners, the ones who will deal with real money in his investment class.
So it's possible that it can go that high?
Alkane alumina or 80%.
On behalf of the University of New Brunswick, good luck with the challenge, and we'll be back in 2 months.
The boardroom of SIF, the Student Investment Fund. Glenn Cleland has warned the students about our arrival.
He didn't force me to wear a suit. He said, wear dress presentably.
The topic of the day is the annual report.
$8,000 or $9,000.
The class is made up of students studying business administration and hoping to get their Chartered Financial Analyst certification, an edge for getting into the investment field.
We're long ATI, short Celestica.
It's a United Nations of finance. The students hail from all over the world. The Student Investment Fund is the only one of its kind in Atlantic Canada. 6 years ago, the students were entrusted with $1 million of pension fund money.
We've shown over the last 5 years that we've grown the portfolio from $1 million up to over $1.5 million in 5 years. So I think we're doing pretty good.
Each of the 13 students assumes a role in the management of the money: economist, portfolio manager, and trader.
It is a class, but it really doesn't feel like a class. It's more like a meeting. It feels more like a job than any class I've ever had.
It's still at 62,000.
The students manage the money. Every time a student wants to change a stock or bond, it's called a bet. Each bet has to be approved by the group.
When you're presenting a bet, you have to present everything in front of the whole class, and
If your bet is not good, or if we feel that the information you provided is not enough, I will basically not vote on that particular bet.
13%.
Today we have a meeting with the New Brunswick Investment Management Corporation, and we're going to make some bond decisions. We're rebalancing our portfolio, and we want to buy some bonds as well as sell some more bonds.
The New Brunswick Investment Management Corporation. It manages over $6 billion in pension funds. The SIF students come to the corporation to execute their trades. James Maratha, Blair Corey, and Mohammed Imad are here to change some bond holdings.
Fine, thank you. Nice to meet you.
It's all part of Glenn Cleland's bigger plan.
We knew there was going to be turnover at the junior staff. People want to go to Toronto, Montreal, the big wages. And so the part of the vision was set up the Student Investment Fund, so that'll be the next generation New Brunswick Investment Corporation employees.
And then we take the current price, which is
145.
yes.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. So today we're going to go back on to iChallenge and check how you're doing on your stocks.
Over the 2 months of investing at the high school, the class groups are following definite stock-like patterns.
Close call there, Heather.
Laura Noseworthy's group was $12,000 up. It held #1 spot in the country for 5 days.
So far, I believe that we were ranked 4th in the country, which is, we're really, really proud of ourselves.
A month later,
now we're like 22nd. Mike, are we 22nd? Around there, around there.
Seth Richardson's group lost big with some risky decisions.
We missed out on the boat, actually. There was, I think there was SSI, it's called. It's on TSX Venture. We bought it at 15, and it went down to 13, and I got a little impatient, and so I sold at 13, and then it went up to 65 the next month, so we would have been doing really well, but...
Seth's advice to another team helped them rise to the top.
We've got 1st in the class and 16th in the province and 19th in the country.
The students agree the game has been an eye-opener.
You come in and you have all this money to spend, and you're like, oh yeah, we'll make money, and then the next day we come back in and see everything drop, and we don't understand like what's going on or why it was so drastically changed. But after the time, you kind of understand the different concepts and how to buy and sell and the rules of it, and it's very interesting.
It's been pretty sweet. We were doing really bad in the beginning, and then we bumped up. We bought one stock, and it bumped us up. So I think it was 5th in the country.
Teacher Marion Hiltz learned something too.
Not to invest in Martha Stewart.
Winners. Let's have a round of applause for Bruce Thompson's team.
Of course, Glenn Cleland hopes he's the big winner by instilling in some students an interest in the wild world of investing. He believes in it, right down to his tie.
Oh, I'm wearing it because I love investing.
A love he hopes he has passed on.